Hey, we back. I'm here looking at NQN today, or as the website tells us, not quite Nitro. Don't know if any of you knew that it actually stood for something. Shocker. But anyway, yeah. This is a bot that we added to my server a few weeks ago, I guess, and I never got around to making a video on it because I was still doing random Karuta stuff, which I will probably continue at some point. But the same as Kaching, which we did very recently, this is actually a bot with a very nice, what's the word, like tutorial thing on its website, as you can see here. And so instead of demonstrating all the commands myself in Discord, I'm actually just going to show you this laziest video ever. Poggers. But to be fair, there's quite a few features here that you probably didn't know about, certainly a few that I didn't know about, and it's worth mentioning as well that since I do already have Nitro, it's not going to work as well for me to try and use some of these emotes. What can I say? Pay to win, basically. But yes, here we go. Basically, if you weren't aware, NQN is a bot that lets you send emotes from other servers and even GIF ones, even if you don't have Nitro, which is pretty nice. Now, as it says, it's any emote that you and NQN share servers with. So if it's an emote from a server that doesn't have NQN, you can't use it. Sad face. But that makes sense. Other than that, you can use any emote, and as is demonstrated here, I assume that it has a few emotes that just anyone can use, like probably this one, that you don't have to share a server with. It's probably got a couple like that, which is quite nice. If you do want to test it out, feel free to, you know, try this one, see if it works. I don't actually know if it does. I haven't tested it, but I assume that will work fine. Yeah, you can. Like I say, use any emote that you and the bot share servers with. This means that if you are in a lot of servers that have the bot, you can use more emotes, and so you can probably see why people are always trying to get the bot added to servers such as mine that have, not gonna lie, some pretty nice emotes. If you are interested in them, link in the description, as always. Anyway, it doesn't just stop there, because NQN actually has a lot of other features, and while sending Discord emotes is already a pretty nice feature and basically the entire reason to get the bot, there are actually a couple of other things as well. Worth noting, by the way, that yes, as you send the emote, it's going to not send it as you, it's going to send it as the bot, because it's technically NQN, but it manages to have your name, have your profile picture. It's actually very clean, the way they do it. I'm not entirely sure how, but it's very clean, and I like it. The only downside is you don't get to keep your role color. That's honestly, yeah, the only downside in my opinion. Role color's pretty nice. Anyway, firstly, it stores recently used emotes, which is pretty cool. So if a friend has used an emote, for example, party parent, on the server that you're on recently, then you'll be able to use it, I believe, without any mutual servers with the emote, which is pretty epic. So that means you get your nice emoji chains with NQN set up if you want them. But yeah, there you go. That's just helping use emotes. You can also collect emotes. You allows anyone to gain permanent access to any emoji posted in its servers with just a few clicks. So as you can see, there's the new apps menu. That's actually a new thing to Discord, reasonably new anyway. And you can gain access to emojis, which you see other people posting, and then you will also be able to use them. Again, I'm pretty sure that's even without having mutual servers with them. So it makes stealing emotes considerably easier than before, because instead of having to download the emote and then upload it to your own private server or something, you can just do that. So that is a very nice feature. Of course, this will then only work in servers that have NQN, but you know, that's fine, that's good, that's wonderful. So yeah, next we have emote packs. This is a feature that makes a lot of sense. You could imagine this existing, but I didn't know it existed. Maybe you didn't know it existed. But for example, there was a Fifi pack here. You can use pack join Fifi. I'm not sure if there's a list of packs somewhere. I will actually have a look. after I've finished recording this video, and if I can find one, I will link it in the description. You can have a look at some other packs that I found. If there isn't a link down there, I assume I couldn't find one. Apologies. Now, this does mean upload an emote, as in add it to the server, which you need the manage emojis perm for, and the bot does take that into account, so you can't just add emotes to the server if you don't have manage emojis. You're not sneaking your way around Discord perms by using this, but if you do have it, it might be a bit of an easier way to nick someone's emote and add it to your server, which is, you know, pretty nice. But at the end of the day, if you've got the perms anyway, saving the image isn't too hard, because it's just a one-time thing that you're going to be doing. And I assume you're not nicking hundreds of emojis, because if you really have that many slots, you probably have your own emojis to use as well. But hey, it's a reasonably nice feature, I suppose. I think most people aren't going to be using this one, but hey, whatever. There was also quote messages, which is kind of an odd one for NQN. I guess it makes sense because you're sending messages with a bot anyway, so it might as well. But in theory, this is nicer quote messages. Instantly responds with the full text context, useful for when you're discussing message from a different channel. So that is basically the main advantage of using these quote messages instead. Because you can actually quote messages from another channel, whereas the inbuilt Discord reply feature has to be from the same channel. Now, to be fair, I think most of the time you're going to be using stuff in the same channel anyway, so this doesn't make a huge difference. And personally, I prefer the inbuilt replies than I do this quoting. But that's up to you. If you prefer these NQN quotes, then you know they are reasonably formatted, and like it says, you can actually quote stuff from a different channel, which is quite nice. In theory, you might be able to quote stuff from a different server as long as it also has NQN in it. That's something I have not tested. Maybe you could test it if you like. That'd be fun. But yeah, it's a little more versatile, I suppose, than Discord's inbuilt reply feature. Finally, we have stickers at the bottom here. Embed full-size images into your messages. Upload your own or import sticker packs from Telegram and share with everyone. So this is basically just the same as the emotes, but, you know, bigger. Nothing super fancy there. Of course, Discord has stickers now anyway. I assume this feature was probably added before Discord stickers was added, especially since the sticker button isn't here on the GIF. And to be fair, this was probably added before replies as well. So these are two features that I could imagine people using a lot in the past and just not so much anymore because they've kind of been added inbuilt to Discord. But yes, worth mentioning that it does do stickers as well. And of course, this will be the same rules as with emotes. You can use them without having Nitro, without having them in the server, etc. As it says, upload your own or import sticker packs from Telegram. I'm not sure what Telegram is, but yes, sure. Sounds good. Now I have also found a full command list here which you can look through if you are interested, but one thing I did want to point out is the persona thing. You can manage your persona, so this is going to change the picture or the name or anything else that the bot uses for you. So like you can see in the print screens what I mentioned, it's going to be using your name and profile picture just without the role color, but with this you can actually change that to use a different name and profile picture than the one that you are currently using, which is pretty nice. So for example, this one, you can just send a URL for a different picture, and that will set the avatar that the bot uses for you. So that's pretty nice. If you want to use a different one, then you can. Worth noting though, this is not a way of getting around sending suspicious messages on servers, because it will still be noticed by the bot logs when you try and send something. So you can't get around that one. But yeah, you can change the picture, or if you want, if you're doing maybe some role playing or something like that, I could imagine this being particularly helpful. It would be like server profile, which, hey, that's a Nitro feature, and this bot is not quite Nitro. Haha. So yeah, I feel like not many people know about that persona thing. I've never seen it used before, and it seemed pretty cool. So I would recommend having a look at that. Anyway, I think that's basically everything. Like I said, pretty much just going through the website. I am not telling you anything today that you could not already find out by yourself, that's for sure. But hey, maybe you didn't know about the website. I don't know. Maybe you didn't know about some of these features and you now do. I don't know. I hope that I helped in some way with using NQN. It's generally pretty self-explanatory how you use the bot because it is pretty much just sending emotes. But like I say, there's a couple of features here which you may not know about. I know that before adding it to my server, I certainly didn't know about the quote messages. And there's a couple of small things like remembering emotes that have been used recently, which is actually pretty cool if you think about it. That's a innovative feature, if I do say so myself. But I think I've gone over everything now, so I will be ending this video here. Bye!